Hi guys, welcome to my channel Vishal VFX. Today in this tutorial we're gonna learn the techniques which are used in production for green screen or blue screen compositing. Lots of guys find it difficult to do a proper comp and to extract the proper matte from the footage. So in this video I'm gonna teach you the how to extract a proper matte from the footage, as well as how to integrate it with the background. So let's get started. So this is a footage which I have downloaded from YouTube. I have mentioned the link in the description for this footage. You can download it from there. So it's a close-up shot, as you can see. uh, the chroma is perfectly balanced, as well as but due to it's a video from downloaded from YouTube, so it has a pixel issue over here, like this, like pixelations and everything. But still okay, we can do the comping. I can teach you the basics how to do it. So the first thing which you have to remember every time, that you need to always set your project according to your footage size. So let's set a project, stop it, okay, to HD. So first we're gonna use a key light to extract a hard matte from it. So take a key light and would pick a color, a chroma color, and just we will use this clip black until and unless we just get rid of this noise. Okay, so we're gonna decrease the value of this gamma over here, and we're just gonna check that isn't there any hole in the matte. So now you can see this black over here. This the matte is not purely opaque. It has a value. It's it's not purely opaque. So what we're gonna do? Yeah. So what we're gonna do is, like, we're just gonna increase. We're just gonna take the white values over here, put until till 0.99, and now you can see that we don't have any black, we have it over here. So we're just gonna do increase one more value. So just now we have got rid of the every matte holes. So now we have a hard matte. So what we're gonna do, second thing, is like we're just gonna take a keyer which I usually use for soft keying, which I'm just gonna take a keyer, and now I'm gonna invert the alpha of the keyer, and now I'm just gonna take a proper matte from here. So while doing this thing, you have to keep in mind that you need to do it in a part wise, because we can't get a soft key from just only one keyer. So let's see, we're gonna decrease the value until and unless we just get rid of this. Now you can see we have a hair detail over here, but there isn't like a lot of noise over here, so we just try to get rid of it as much as possible. Now you can see that we are losing our pixels details of hair. So what we can do, which take a grid node over here, put a roto. Now you can see over here what we're gonna do is, like, now we have a mask over here. We're just gonna put it in a mask. Now you can see that when I increase the gain value, I'm just getting rid of this noise over here for of alpha. So what basically does, it just increases the black, this like it just try to balance the when we increase it, we just try to balance the luminance value of the chroma. Okay, so we are just got rid of this. So as well as we have to do the same thing over here. So now you can see we just almost got this rid of this thing. So what are you gonna do, put one more route over here for this part. Now once you can check it over here, now it's like we have to animate the value as well because it's moving. So just gonna key it over here. Over here I'm just gonna increase the value. Now you can see. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a roto. We're just gonna mask this part of the soft key. We're just gonna animate. I'm doing it roughly. Now what we're gonna do, take a merge node and mask it. Now we're gonna merge a hard mat as well as the soft mat, which we have it over here. So now basically you can see we have a soft key. Oh yeah, okay. We have a noise over here which we can remove it after some time. Now the first thing you always have to keep in mind that you need to make your workflow neat and clean, so that the other artists which who gonna use this shot or will work on this shot must know what has been done. So basically what I do is like I just always try to keep my alpha on the left side of my pipeline. So what I do, just take a copy node, and just copy my alpha from here. So we have a alpha over here in which we have a detail. So now comes the main thing which was the purpose of this tutorial. Now how to do a QC of this thing. So basically, where does your hard mat starts? Let's take an example over here. It starts from here and it ends over here. But when we see alpha, we see this thing, like it has started from here and it has ended over here. So basically, this is not correct. This is not proper. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna erode the hard mat, because hard mat value is like, we can do one thing also, like we can erode so that we have the value over here. Okay, so now we have eroded. So let's check once again. Take a hard mat starts from here. Let's see, we are basically near. We just gonna apply one blur node and give it the value of 2, so that we can have it over here, the alpha properly. This is a one way of doing a QC, that you must always try to just get like keep the pixel alpha value proper. Like if this is this is the start of your hard mat and this is the end, it must be perfect. Like this, it must be perfect. You just always need to keep on checking this thing, because basically if you don't have your alpha proper, then the basically you're gonna face like a black edge. You're gonna get a black edge while integrating with the background, or like a white edge over there. So now what we're gonna do is just we're gonna apply a pre-mult over here. The size of our footage is 1024 by 682. We're just gonna apply a reformat over here, and we're just gonna add a merge node. Oh yeah. So basically now what we're gonna do is just gonna scale this background so that it fits perfectly. And we're gonna add a defocus of maybe like 20, more than that. Okay, so now you can see we have a spill over here, the green screen spills over here, and in this also. So let's get to the end of the shot. So where we have a hair detail, now you can see we have a mat over here like this, and these are spills around everywhere on the edges. So what we need to do, it's like this, once you get the alpha done like properly over here, I did it for one side, I did it for one side, and you can do it for the other side as well. As you can take a soft key for the other side. I'm just gonna show you over here how to integrate these hair details to get the best and the best results. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna just remove this spill. We can use the pixel fudger, the pxf kill spill, to like what this is, and it just removes the every green pixels from this footage without affecting the grains. As you can see, it's hardly affecting the grains. Okay, so now you can see we have a white edge over here. Basically what happened when we remove the green from the alpha, the white remained over here. So to integrate this thing, what you need to do is like take a key light. It's a one method for it's a kind of a despilling only that we do it over here to just try to get as much as possible the color of the hair over here. So what we're gonna do, like key light is an color based here. Sorry, key light is an color based here. So we're just gonna we're just gonna try to get this thing, like we're just gonna add this color over here. So what you're gonna do is like just retain some of this value over here and try to just take a like a take a key mix. Now you're gonna see like we have it, we almost got this thing, a hair detail. So what we did is like we just tried to get this color as much as, like we just try to dispel this thing and try to get the color on the edges as much as possible. So what later happened is like we just got this result, but basically we're gonna face like grains issue in this thing. So what we need to do is just denoise it over here and then reapply all the grain for over here of the footage. So I'll just try to use a denoise over here and then just apply over here. So we just gonna just try to animate this thing. As you can see, So now what about this thing, this part? Like we have got a head detail which like we can check it how much we have. It's like basically we have got almost everything. If you left like if you don't have a get this thing, so what you can do is like a minor head detail you are not getting it, just try to check it. If you have it, no, we don't have it. So what we're gonna do, just take a key, like have a rough key, mm, like almost in which we have this detail, this kind of detail. So what you're gonna do, take a grid node and place it over here in the background. Now you can, as you can see, when I just decrease the gain value, you can see that I'm just trying to retain these edges. Like we have it, we just almost got it. So this is a one way of getting it's usually gets very difficult to get the such minor details in alpha. So what we do, it's like we just try to find an innovative way. So this is one kind of a way we can use to just have a details as much as possible. So no, but what we are doing, like you have to mask it because you can't use it everywhere, because it can affect and bring black edges in some part of your compositing. So like I'm just gonna use this and mask it over here. So basically I'm gonna use it for this part. So now it's like about this thing. Now as you can see, we don't, it's like slightly blur over here on the edges over here, as you can see. So what we're gonna do, uh, we're gonna take an edge blur, we're gonna apply it over here on the edges of the face. Just try to increase the value to get this thing like as much as possible. Now we can see that we have a proper detail, but we have green, like a green value over here. So like you can see this thing, it's not a proper skin color. So what you need to do, and we have a black edge over here as well as over here in this part of the compositing. So like in this part of the footage. So how to get rid of it, I would just tell you in this thing only. So basically just rearrange your comp properly. So let's remove this green, like yellow color from our edges. So what we need to do is like take a merge node, attach connect your A and B in this in your alpha. Like this is an alpha coming from here, you can just apply it over here. So now what do you see, it's like this. So change the operation to XOR. Now what you see is the edges that you have over here. Like you can see the edges. If in case we can just increase, we can just erode the value for inner as well as outer side. Like we take a value over here, we're just gonna erode it. So now you can see the value is the alpha, it's extending in the background. So what you're gonna do to get rid of this thing, we're gonna take this edge the alpha, we're gonna take this alpha and we're just gonna apply a just gonna mask it over here. So now what we have an alpha in which, from which we can just remove the color of these edges without affecting the inner part. Now basically how to just check if there is which value is more. just we gonna increase, like we just gonna decrease the like green comma value, green value. Now we can see, now we have it, like we just almost written the color. Huh? So now what you have to do is, like, you have to mask it for a particular region which you are using. This is an old school technique which compositor use used to use in Nuke, but sometimes it works definitely fine, and like very well. Now you can see it over here. We have a black edge. So basically, you the basically in other tutorials, what you see, they always tell you, like they just use an erode to get rid of this edge. Then they have a white edge over here. So, but I'm gonna teach you the techniques in which we can get rid of these black edges also. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna just use the same operation over here. This one. We're just gonna take a erode for inner matte, outer matte. We're gonna just change our operation to saw. Now we have an inner matte, like we have a edge over here. We're gonna just take a grade node. We're just gonna apply it over here. Now what we have to do? First thing, we have to get this rid of this green color over here, like spill color. Okay. Now what we have, like you have a black color in the red channel. So what you're gonna do? Increase the red value, but it's not affecting over here. So what you're gonna do? Just extend the erode your alpha. Okay. So now you can see when we extended we decrease the erode value, there's an effect over here. So now basically just try to get as much as close as you can. We have a blue perfect. Now we can see it's properly integrated over here. Now but there's a value like this, values are we don't have a proper, like it's getting eroded, we are missing these details. So it's the same technique that you have a proper alpha over here, which we don't have a proper alpha, as you can see over here for this. So basically you need to take one more soft key. Just check it in which channel is it. We can take it by kilowatt also. I'll just try to get rid of this. Now we're gonna merge it over here. Now we have the details over here. Now you can see we are affecting a major part of, when we add a soft key, we are affecting major things over here. We are just gonna change the operation value to max, and we just gonna mask this thing. Okay, for this part. So now you can see we have a much better value, but still it's like we are facing, like we don't have it properly. So what we can do is, like, take a same way. You have to always take a same way. Yeah, we didn't mask it over here for that, so that's why we are getting this thing over here. Always remember to mask it. Now what you're gonna do, same way, we're gonna use these values, we're gonna just use these nodes for this thing, like we're just gonna increase the multiply value over here so that we have a proper comp. So basically now we have a proper details over here. We're just gonna mask it. And just gonna plot this alpha value. Okay. So this is the way that it's like this is not this is the way that we you do comp in production, and we just try to get as much as pixels detail value. Like it's just an rough example from my side to you guys that it's like a basic thing that how we can do it, that how we do it. Actually it takes a lots of time for us to get a proper edge details as well as everything over here. So this is just an example over here for you guys to get a proper mat and everything and how to integrate it properly. One more thing that if you don't have a like pxf kill spill, so what the techniques that you can use with like without any plugin or everything. So what we can use, we can take a key light. Okay, we just gonna increase the value over here to 1, and we just gonna take a merge node, and we're just gonna change the operation to minus. We're just gonna switch it. Now we have like a chroma over here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna deset it. So now we have just change the operation to plus. So it's basically it does the same thing. As you can see, there is no changes, like it's the same thing. So this is the technique which you can use. What I did, I just took the key light, increase just change the value to 1, just remove the every green pixel from here. It's like I told you before that it's an color based keying technique. So it's like I increase the value to 1, then I used an operation minus, from which we just minus the green. So now we desetted it, so it's like the each and every pixel which had a green value, it's like it's deset, it's a completely white gray now. So as you can see, we just added over here as a plus. So now we have, it does the same thing, the kill spill. So this is also one way of doing. This is a one way of keying for removing the spill. Thank you guys.